got a problem, Bateman? You've been giving me that creepy stare all day like I'm a damn roast.
He chuckled slightly, finding some humor in the situation. It was true. Tony was a walking, talking example of how not to take care of yourself. Patrick couldn't help but take great pleasure in pointing that out. No problem, Tony. Just fascinated. You're a real-world example of the global cardiovascular disease epidemic, right here in Armani stretch pants.
What's that supposed to mean, huh? I'm healthier than a horse. I'm not fat, I'm big. Probably as big as a big horse, sure, but a goddamn horse nonetheless.
Sure, except according to the World Health Organization, cardiovascular diseases caused 17.9 million deaths globally in 2019, and 85% of them were heart attacks and strokes. You're practically a limited edition waiting to expire.
Yeah, right. If I sat around all day drinking kale smoothies and crying about macros like you do, maybe I'd be as skinny as a toothpick. But I eat real food, like gabagool. Nothing beats a good Italian meal.
Real food? Tony, processed meats, excessive sodium, saturated fats, they're precisely the behaviors the WHO lists as preventable causes of CVD. Congratulations. Every sandwich you inhale writes a love letter to your clogged arteries.
You're a real smart ass, you know that? Next you're gonna tell me breathing marinara sauce is a risk factor too? Maybe you should take your skinny, pretentious ass out of here and learn to appreciate a good goddamn meal.
Wouldn't shock me. Add chronic stress, nicotine, and zero aerobic exercise. You're not just a case study, Tony. You're the official example of the ticking time bomb that is the U.S. healthcare system. You're the reason for increased health insurance rates.
Demographic what? Speak English, Harvard.
It means you're getting older and sicker, faster. Developing countries face it. And apparently, so do strip mall crime lords with high blood pressure and bad pastry habits.
Hey, you watch your mouth, you son of a bitch. I ain't some washed up relic. I'm still as strong as I was 20 years ago. I'd still whoop your sorry ass 6 ways to Sunday, you little punk. You got that, pretty boy?
Tell that to the Global Burden of Disease study. From 1990 to 2019, cases of cardiovascular disease doubled globally from 271 million to 523 million. Tony, you're not still got it. You're part of a rising tide of diabetes, heart attacks, strokes, and excuses.
Oh, look at me, I'm Bateman. I eat almonds for dinner and cry about global disease trends.
And yet, I'm statistically more likely to survive past 70 without needing a pacemaker, blood thinners, or a triple bypass.
Listen, wise guy, I got them genes. My nana lived until she was 100 years old, and she ate sausage every goddamn day of her life. Don't you start telling me I don't have the right genes to live a long life. I'm healthy as a horse, you hear me?
And yet, modern epidemiology suggests genetics account for only 20–30% of cardiovascular risk. Your sausage defense won't stop the cholesterol from slam dancing in your arteries.
You smug little pencil pusher. All you goddamn yuppies care about is looking pretty and living your fancy lives. While I, on the other hand, am here living large. I'm eating good and stressing about stuff that matters like making money, instead of crying about my goddamn diet.
And according to Circulation Journal projections, by 2050, cardiovascular disease will dominate global mortality. Even bankrupt healthcare systems trying to save live in large cases like yours.
Keep talking, Bateman. You hear me? We'll see who needs the first ambulance, a fat mob boss or some arrogant little prick with a stick up his ass. I'll bet it'll be you, you goddamn yuppie jerk.
If it's any consolation, Tony, I'm sure your coffin will be generously proportioned.
Yeah, all right. Maybe you're right, Bateman. Maybe I could stand to lose a few cannolis off the old waistline. Happy now, you smug Wall Street Ken doll?
Progress, Tony. First acceptance, then clean arteries. Maybe by next year, you'll even know what quinoa is.
Keep it up, Bateman, and you'll be representing me in court before you know it. You know, for whatever misunderstandings might happen, if you know what I mean, pretty boy.
Well, Tony, I'm impressed. You're finally starting to get it. Cutting back on the cannolis, maybe swapping out that gabagool with something a little healthier. The clock's ticking, and I'll be there when it stops. You can change your diet, get a little more exercise. Not as your lawyer, but as the guy who saw it coming the whole time.